closed beta launch is coming, according to Albion Online. Go check it out on albiononline.com. This is a great, I like to call it a throwback to Ultima Online that I played quite a bit of, and a lot of people were shocked when I actually stopped playing it because I played it for like a week straight, 2 weeks straight, maybe like 3 weeks straight during their last closed alpha, which was behind kind of a paywall. And I was so happy that I decided to give this game a try. I sunk a lot of hours into it, but the good news is that if you bought the $30 package, which is the cheapest package that they offer, that you'll be playing in this closed beta, which is going to be starting on November 23rd. So the date has been announced. For Legendary Founders, they're going to start 1 day early, and then Epic Founders on the 24th, and then Veteran Founders on the 25th. Now, that's around Thanksgiving time. U.S. holiday, my favorite of all year, the whole year. And not just because of food, because of other reasons. But lots of cool things coming. Combat system overhaul. They've added some skill shots, which is going to be cool. Given that this is a heavily PvP-based game, skill shots and a lot of things like that are going to be important. Treasure chests and shrines. That's going to be some discoverable content. Upgradable private islands, which I'm looking forward to because even in the short time that I played, I felt that I outgrew my private island. And laborers, you'll be able to have people gather for you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. A la Black Desert Online. You can have laborers go and gather stuff for you. They're going to overhaul the learning point system. Kind of something I knew anyway. They always do that between alphas, in this case beta. The learning point system and the whole learning galaxy, they call it the Destiny board, that's going to be overhauled as well. And premium accounts are going to be introduced, giving you additional loot from killed mobs, as well as allowing you to faster progression through the Destiny board. Now, the additional loot from killed mobs, I never was a fan of that. Hopefully, they'll listen to our feedback after this beta. I want it to go away. I don't like the idea of getting more loot from a premium account. I just don't. I don't like that. You know, item boosts and item find boosts are one thing, but you know, it's a very tricky thing. It's something that I've lived through in other games, like in Marvel Heroes and other free-to-play titles out there. But I don't know, man. That's the one thing I'm going to be watching very closely in this beta round, and I'm going to give them an earful. And they've been listening so far, so I'm confident that if it is crap and it's too strong, that people will listen, or they will listen to people about it and make the change. Check it out, guys. Get the details over there. Albion Online going live November 23rd. And I scrolled all the way down to the comments. Yeah, the big story of the day is this cat named Kappa Ross. I'm sorry, his name is Bob Ross. And if you're like me, you grew up watching this guy paint on PBS. And I used to love watching this guy. I was talking about it in Discord. They said they have 403 episodes. I'm pretty sure I watched 300 of them. He was a big inspiration in terms of just, I like to say, not giving up, because it seems like he always makes mistakes. He always used to say, "There's no mistakes. So there's only happy accidents." And I was just like, okay, that's one way of looking at it. And he just kept going and let it roll. So I like that. But anyway, Twitch is introducing a new initiative, kind of a relaunch, a new initiative called Twitch Creative. And they're actually going a little bit strong on the creative directory on Twitch. And if you've been there, go to twitch.tv/directory/creative. I think that's what the URL is. And you'll see they revamped the UI a little bit as well. They're really showcasing people being creative. Everything from paintings to drawings to music creation. I guess the music creation will go into music. But I mean, building models and building making chain mail, and what else can you think of? Any arts and crafts type activities, which a lot of you do, surprisingly enough. A lot of gamers do this stuff, and just technologists in general. And then if you check out the new landing page for the creative category, let's go ahead and do it now. Hopefully I don't get too much audio here. But this is what it looks like. And it is, I'm looking at it from Better Twitch TV. So it's a dark thing. If you didn't have Better Twitch TV, it would be a light. And this guy's going over his illustrations that he's doing. And it's a really cool way. It's like a mini front page. It mimics the front page of Twitch, but it's like within the category. And I actually think if they did this on every game, and we talked about this when YouTube Gaming came out, if they did this on every game and like have like a themed page for like popular games like YouTube Gaming does, and do something like this, it would be absolutely incredible. So yeah, lots of things to watch here. People programming, people creating, people drawing. And it's so funny. I also mentioned, the chat's probably already spoiled it, but it's like I said it. I've been saying it. I've been saying it for 10 years. I've been saying it and I've been saying it. It's like Twitch is coming full circle, man. We're going back to JTV. We are going back to JTV. Somebody asked me, I think it was yesterday on Monday, during the streamer workshop. They were like, what do you see Twitch in 5 years? I'm like, Twitch is going to be JTV in 5 years. And they're going to rebrand again. I mean, I don't have any inside information on this. This is just my opinion. But Twitch is going to be JTV in 5 years. That's what I told them. It's going to be JTV, but a lot shinier than the old JTV was. And this is one step towards that. So I just kind of giggled at that particular thing. But check it out, guys. Over the Twitch blog, they announced a new Twitch creative. They got a new Kappa Ross emote, as you can see from this illustration here. Kappa's got to go with anything Twitch. Kappa Ross, and they also just got a sub button recently, so there's some other Bob Ross themed emotes over there. Now, they do have a sub button, but I'm not sure if the proceeds go to Bob Ross Inc. or not. If they do, I'm probably going to sub. All right, guys, check it out over on the Twitch blog. They got the details. Now, let's talk about the game. Let's talk about the game. Let's talk about the game called Uncharted. And man, I was not happy to see this because let me tell you why. Well, first let me read the article. Uncharted 4 will have microtransactions at launch. This is why I was kind of unhappy to see this because remember this guy? I don't know if you remember this guy. This is Fat Drake. Don't you? Let's see who remember Fat Drake. And you know, back in Uncharted 2, they had that old school mentality of, hey, you can unlock cool stuff just by playing the game. You know, if you like finish the game on the hardest difficulty and do this and do that, you'll get Fat Drake. Yee. I miss Fat Drake. Don't you miss Fat Drake? I miss Fat Drake. So, no more Fat Drake, man. Or Fat Drake won't be free anymore. They promise that these microtransactions will have no gameplay items. Okay. He had that striking the right balance between grinding for items and incentivizing real money acquisitions. So, I like the idea of being able to play for items. I mean, that's something that is like that has been around for such a long time. And we even bought devices to get around it called the Game Genie. You guys remember the Game Genie? You had the Game Genie. You could bypass all the stuff and put the code to get all the stuff all day. Like to get the Game Genie to see all the Game Genie. 60 FPS, 900p res. Oops, rip. And single player will be 1080p, 30 frames. Rip. No more 60 frame. They claim that Naughty Dog, this will be their last game, Uncharted 4. But still, I don't like the idea of having microtransactions in this game because this is one of my favorite franchises. Although I didn't play much of Uncharted 3. Uncharted 2 was probably my most played PlayStation game of all time. I played that game to freaking death. To death. I played so much Uncharted 2. It was stupid. I love that game. Every bit of it. I mean, the dialogue, graphics, gameplay style. Even though I sucked with the aiming and stuff, I got used to it. It was such a masterpiece to me. It was like the pinnacle of that series. Uncharted 3 was okay, but I don't think it was better than Uncharted 2. Uncharted 2 was just so freaking good. And I see a lot of modern games like modeling some of the things that Uncharted 2 dared to do. Kind of pushing the envelope on how they present the game. And yeah, now it's become commonplace with a lot of single player games. Microtransactions though, man. Uncharted 4, I don't like to look at this. So check it out, guys. Over on the Escapist magazine, they got the details over there. Hey, Fat Drake. All right, let's talk about Tribes. Our wonderful friends over at Hi-Res Studios are celebrating over 20 years of the Tribes universe. So they put together this wonderful page of a background and dates with links. Well, but not just any empty links. These links contain downloads to all the games in the series. Since Hi-Res owns the IP, they can do that now. They said that we love the games. We hope to let you share the experience of the world's fastest shooter. Now, if you don't know, now you know. Tribes started way, way back. Just the whole idea of Tribes started back in 1994 with Earthsiege. And then, this is where I jumped on board here. I played a little Earthsiege, but not a lot. But Star Siege Tribes kind of just changed so much. It redefined multiplayer gameplay as we know it today. This was one of the first games I saw that had large maps with a lot of players on it. It was like one of those things where you go, what? You can get how many people? You can get 32 players on the same map? You what? And, you know, it was like unheard of at the time in 1998. But they did it. And it worked well. And it was glorious. And then they came out with Tribes 2. And then they took my life away. I had no more life. Tribes 2 stole it. It was like, you don't have... Oh, that's my CD key. Whoops. Oh, well. I guess this works for everybody. If not, rip. It just stole my life. And I didn't play anything after this because what happened with Tribes 2 is that they patched it and broke 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 it. And I couldn't play anymore. Wouldn't work on my computer. So I stopped playing it. And then when they finally fixed it, I had already moved on. But I didn't play any of these 2002 on until Tribes Ascent again. I didn't play Tribes Aerial Assault, and I didn't play Tribes Vengeance. But I have the option of downloading these right now. Which is really cool. So check it out. Hi-Res is celebrating the celebration of 20 years. Over 20 years. That's a long time of the Tribes franchise. And finally, we're going to move on to our final article, which is over on PC Gamer. And PC Gamer offers their opinion on the best microphone for gaming and live streaming. And I get this question a lot. So this is a good reference article for you guys to check out some other opinions on the matter. What microphone should you get if you're going to be gaming and or live streaming? And they go down multiple paths. I don't agree with all of their assessments. I'm not going to go into details as to why, but they ended up picking the Blue Yeti as the best mic out there. And I'm like, okay. I know that they factored a lot of different things in, like price and accessibility and configuration and noise cancellation and a lot of factors like that. So I'm not going to knock it too much, but I don't know. I mean, as a podcaster, it was like, as an audio podcaster, I was immediately turned off by the Blue Yeti mics. I was such an audio snub. I was just like, you're using a USB mic. Huh. What is wrong with you? All of a sudden, I'm like French. What is wrong with your USB mic? And you talk about the mic quality. Oh, you're so funny with your little... No, I was always like that. Because I hung around a lot of audio snobs, and they rubbed off on me. So I can't take the Yeti seriously for some reason. I don't know why. But they also talk about the mod mic. This is something that I also almost bought when I was looking into getting a new headset, but I didn't. I ended up getting a Sennheiser instead, and I was really happy with the purchase. Good grief. Antlion mod mic. This is an attachment microphone that can fit on any headset, so you can get a really good high-end pair of like Sennheisers that you don't have to worry about a mic boom or anything. And whenever you need to use a mic, you just attach the mic to the side of your headset, and bam, you got a mic to use. So they talk about that. Also, the best budget mic, the Zalman ZM Mic 1. It looks like a clip-on mic. I've never used this, but apparently it's under $10. Actually, I think I did get this. I have a clip-on mic, and it was under $10. It's an upgrade from most headset mics, as people say. But you got to be careful with these clip-on mics because some people wear loose shirts, and you like move around, and you hear that ruffling, and nobody likes ruffling. Everybody hates ruffling. So if you're on the mic, if you're on comms, and you hear, you just want to mute the guy and kick him to space. So check the story out, guys. They got the details. They talk about how they tested and everything. Cool. Recording quality, adaptability, form factor, price. Like I said, that's why I respect the article. That's why we're talking about it, because there's some good criteria here. They also looked at some Marshall mics, which is one of my favorite brands. I use a Marshall MXL condenser mic for a long time until I moved to my Heil PR40 here. But if you're looking into an audio upgrade, this is a good place to get some opinions on the topic. So check the story out, guys. It's over on PCGamer.com. And that's the news.